is a very specific sound that happens at the end of the summer. It's not the ice cream truck. It's not the fireworks. It's not the sound of the air conditioner working overtime like it is right now. It's somewhat kind of like that, but it's the sound of parents quietly realizing school starts again in a few days. For some of you, the backpacks are coming out. The school supply lists are being checked one last time. The shoes are being bought. The lunchboxes are being cleaned out from whatever mysterious science experiment happened there over the summer. Better confession of the Lysol. And if you're a millennial parent, welcome to the very special M3P Back to School Survival episode. Because for some of you, this is the final weekend. One more Saturday night. One more Sunday morning. One more chance to stay up too late. Right? But before somebody has to wake up at an ungodly hour and remember how alarm clocks work, coffee, before the school buses start rolling, before homework comes back, yelling boo out there. They're yelling boo in the chat. Before homework comes back, before somebody asks you where their favorite hoodie went, we're going to spend one more night on the porch talking about the stuff we grew up with. Welcome back to my third place. Not home, not work, but the familiar in between where nostalgia, pop culture, gaming, and chaos all collide. What we love to do on this show is reminisce, me and him, and the chat, and everybody listening at home. We love to reminisce about different kinds of topics, from ranging from the years of our past, 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s. Early 2000s was amazing. Early 2000s, we were still in our 20s. Early 2000s, we were like, yes, let's do this. Late 2000s, I don't want to do this anymore. We like to reminisce about movies, TV shows, comic books, wrestling, hobbies. Uh, do I say games already? No, I didn't say games yet. Uh, Freaking hobbies, trading cards, Pokemon, Marvel Rivals, physical media, TikTok, and internet culture. Each week, the community joins us through live chat on TikTok or YouTube for podcast questions, debates, top five lists, games, and deep dive, including our ongoing journey through Dungeon World. Brother, I'm on. I finished number five last night. It's over. It's over. I'm done. I'm gonna take a break, like you did. I'm gonna take a break.
Yeah, yeah. Got to, bro. Shit.
Yeah, I went from one through five in like a span of a few months. I'm about to take a break.
Yeah, yeah. Shit. I'm still on the break. Shit.
Love that. This
Yeah.
podcast is less like a former podcast and more like a pulling up a chair in a room full of your friends, sharing stories, laughing, remember the things that made us who we are. Because nostalgia is our soundtrack and community is our vibe. Welcome to your third place. This is episode 317, and Greg is back on the porch. Tonight, we're getting ready for school bell, brother. Before we get completely swallowed up by back to school season, we got some pretty big stuff to talk about, though. First up, A Different World. The very first trailer for the Netflix project has arrived, and if you
Well, I
spend
got a
any
lot
amount
of
of time on TikTok lately,
hell yeah.
you got
I got lots
you got
to
a
say
lot.
about this.
I figured. I figured. If you already seen it on TikTok, that's great. So naturally, we reach the point where we have no choice. We have to talk about it on the podcast too. He has to talk about it. He saw. He watched all the past episodes. I only seen like a few here and there. Friggin' the Tupac episode. Hello. Yep.
Yep.
We're going to react to that trailer, talk about what we think Netflix is going to do with the series, and whether this feels like the kind of revival that can actually capture what made the original so special. Because when you hear Hillman College, you already know nostalgia is about to hit. Then we're jumping into something that sounds like it was specifically designed for this community. There's a dungeon crawler called Cruise.
Mm, mm, mm.
You heard that correctly. A DCC Cruise is coming in 2028. So we're going to talk about what we know, what this means for the fandom, and whether we should all just accept that the dungeon has officially escaped the books and invaded real life. At this point, nothing surprises me anymore. Then we're heading into the creature collecting world, and this time it's not Pokemon, it's also not Power World. We got a new game on the horizon coming out in a few weeks called Aniimo, and we're going to explain why this one has caught our attention and why Pokemon should probably be paying attention too. If you've been following the conversation around creature collecting games, you know there's a growing audience looking for something beyond the traditional formula. And Animo might be coming at this from a very different angle. So is this another game trying to catch the lightning that Pokemon has been holding for decades? Or could this actually become a problem for the king of the monster catching mountain? And we're going to talk about it. And then we're turning the question over to the community. Last week we asked you for your ultimate love song, the song that gives you butterflies, the song that takes you somewhere, the song that makes you stop whatever you're doing and sing along. And now we're bringing your answers onto the porch. We're not afraid of getting sentimental in that around here. We're not. But tonight's theme is school, so we're ending the show with something perfect for this weekend. We're talking about our favorite school-based TV shows, and we're going way beyond just obvious choices. We're talking Recess, Boy Meets World, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Beverly Hills 90210, and maybe, just maybe, a little Felicity, College, and Dawson's Creek, because we still talk about Dawson, even to this day. School wasn't always about lockers, cafeteria food, attention, and somebody asking if you finished your homework. Sometimes school was where the characters we grew up with in the life. Conflicts happened, first crushes happened, drama happened, big life lessons happened, and occasionally somebody got shoved into a locker. And now that we're all grown up, it's funny looking back at those shows and realizing how much of our idea of school came from television. So tonight, before the kids arrive, before the pencil gets sharpened, before summer officially closes the book, we're taking one last walk through the hallways of nostalgia. A little TV, a little gaming, a little DCC, a little Pokemon adjacent chaos, a little romance, and a whole lot of remember when? So grab your backpack, find your seat, don't forget your homework, and absolutely not let the teacher catch you passing notes. This is episode 317 of the M3P Podcast, the back to school episode, the last weekend of summer vacation, at least for some of you. For the others, you know, there's still another few weeks. Let's get into it. All right, brother. How are you? How you feeling? What's the situation at these days? What are we doing?
Uh, I'm doing all right today. I, I've secured a physical copy of The Adventures of Ford Fairlane after a 20-year search, maybe more than 20 years. But if anybody don't know what The Adventures of Ford Fairlane is, it's a movie with Andrew Dice Clay,
Oh,
Kelly
I think
Preston, and a bunch of people in there. Morris Day is in there.
nice.
Robert England.
Rob England.
Yeah, and I got it on Amazon for $16. $16 well spent. And yeah, well, I mean, I'm doing all right. Just happy to be here. You know what I'm saying? Once again on the porch. So
Hell yeah, we love that. We love that. Like once again on the porch, hanging out on the porch. Menace is in the building as well. Menace on the porch. Piano's on the
for a
porch.
minute.
They're all just hanging out with us at the moment. Um, and you caught that movie. And Jane's in here too. Hell yeah,
Ooh,
9 o'clock.
what's up?
That's what's up. Um, hey Jane, how you doing? else happened this week besides cleaning? Just chilling, man. Uh, Nothing much. Just here, enjoying the weekend. What's left of it. Um, Decided to come on because now it's my turn. It's like I told you this earlier. It was like now it's my turn. I need this
Mm,
episode tonight because I
yeah.
figured I needed to be here with you guys.
Oh yeah.
Uh, so much stress, so much drama, so much um, stuff, and I just needed to get away from everything that was happening. So I'm glad I'm here. What else happened this week? Anything else happened with you?
Nah, just been working and shit. That's about it. You know, and, on a somber note, I'm slowly watching my dog transition into the next life. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
a terrible, man. It's a terrible thing. You know, but I'm yeah, man. It's awful when you see a pet just you know get ready to go. You know, but I'm handling it the best way I can.
Right, right, right. Yeah. Same thing happened to me. Poor Misty. Um, Same thing happened to me. So I'm
Yeah.
just like, yeah, we miss him. I miss him. I miss my dogs. Sending hugs. Menace, poor Misty, Leanna sending hugs. Yeah, dude, we're here. We're here. It's like if anything happens, we're here. You know that.
Appreciate y'all, man. I really do. Uh, man. But yeah, that's all that's been over me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, Paul, how you doing?
Oh, but
Um,
yeah. Oh, also, but did I tell you about the? I may have told you this last week about the dude at the little store, and I was trying to secure some Pokemon cards for them youngsters, and he was standing in the thing the whole fucking time.
yeah.
I almost slapped his ass though. So I said, you know what? Man, ain't worth it. I'm just gonna walk on out of here. Grown man,
Grown ass man, huh?
like look like he's like 50 years old.
Oh, they're all grown men.
And like this shit, I said, this shit here is ridiculous though. But I'm gonna try to find them some. I'm gonna go somewhere and try to find these youngsters some Pokemon cards. These some good youngsters. You know, they they mow lawns in the neighborhood, weed whack and everything. And those are the same kids I gave the Michael Jordan cards to. I'm
Nice.
gonna, I'm gonna hook them up with some more too. But just trying to do a good deed for them youngsters, man.
Of course, of
So,
course.
it just it's frustrating though. I mean, how the fuck you gonna stand and hog about cars though for over 45 minutes?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I hook them up eventually. You know?
That's good. I'm glad you brought that. What else? We hit 30,000 downloads. So,
Hell yeah.
oh yeah, we did that on Monday. And then one more country's listening, Singapore.
Hey.
Yeah, Singapore. And I was all excited and shit. And I was like looking at it, like, which one? Which one? I was like, all right, Singapore. Great. I've never seen Singapore around here. And, I'm glad that's happening. Um, what else happened this past week for us? That's about it. I've been sleeping it off.
Mm-hmm.
playing Power World. I finally got to level 80, and that's where they top it off. Jane says more chill buying than Pokemon cards over here. It sounds like yes, ma'am. I should just mess with the light earlier. There you go. Hey, there you go. Once again, we're gonna put the audio on Spotify. We're gonna put the whole video on YouTube. It's gonna be great. Thanks for watching the YouTube episode last week. We got like 10 downloads, 10 views. That's fine.
Hey,
And for the Spotify episode, we got like around 15 downloads over there. And on the first day, like it was like 10 or no, it was 8. And I'm just like, damn, that's fucking great. That's awesome. Thanks for listening, whoever's listening.
yeah, appreciate y'all.
Uh,
Yeah, cool.
appreciate y'all for real. Um, finished Dungeon Crawler Carl, book 5, like I said, and man, the entire, the entire book. I feel like I've been reading it for like, I feel just like book 5 was like, what's it called? Um, the ending of Lord of the Rings,
Mm.
where it's like it went on and on and on and on, and it went on forever. And I'm just like, dude, can we end this already? But no, it had to be fucking something else. It's just a lot of walking, a lot of getting to point A to point B, and then the last 3, 4, 5 chapters, the 3 year book, exactly, the 3 year book, the last 5 chapters of the book, finally, a heist, a fight, and bam, like that's it. Oh, okay, cool, that's great. That's awesome. Now, can't wait for number 6, which I have over here. Like, but
Mm.
not. I'm taking a break. I'm gonna read it like in a few weeks. I'll take a week break. You know. But yeah, I've been watching everybody's fucking react. They've been doing cos cosplays and shit with Carl and all that stuff. It was fun. And then we get the word that there's a Dungeon Crawler Carl cruise coming in 2028. And there's a website for it and everything. And I'm like, what does the website say? um, so it's a lot of money for it. All right.
Mm-hmm.
System announcement. Listen up, crawlers. Look at you, trapped in your miserable room, staring at the screen, daydreaming about rolling shiny plastic dice while sipping sugary little drinks. Pathetic, it really is. So the AI is talking to you, and then you got to fill out a form. The form is your first and last name, your email, your Discord tag, the party size, how many crawlers, how many NPCs. The crawlers are you and whoever is gonna just come out and hang out with you. The NPCs are those that just want to stay back in and not play along. Why are you coming? You're not gonna play along. You know, like, oh, I'm just here for the cruise. No, there's no reason for that.
Mm.
Preferred stateroom type, interior, most budget friendly, ocean view window, balcony cabin, or suite. Um, I've never been on a boat, so I don't know. Uh, and then the budget. Here's the budget: $800 to $12,000.
Dang.
12,000, 1,800, 1,800 to 25,000, 25,000 plus. So I'm thinking 25,000 plus is the suite. Preferred departure region. You go Florida, Miami, California, Los Angeles, and Long Beach. Central, Galveston, Texas. Flexible, any port works for me. I'm crawling no matter what. Preferred time of year: spring, March through May, fall, September to November, winter, January, February. If you were going on a cruise, would you want to go on the winter and the dead ass cold? No. Is that what you want to do?
Mm.
No, 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 hell no. I would want to go where the sun is out there. Give me spring, March and May, March through May. I would love that, and then other stuff as well. Is this open for at least 3,000 crawlers, 3,000 people? If 3,000 people can sign up for this, then they will do the cruise. If not, I guess they'll settle for like a small cruise. But I'm like, yeah, yeah, you guys go ahead. Not me though. No, it's not for me. I'm good. I'm good where I'm at, which is on land. Like like fuck that. I'm all right. I'll be over here. No way, right? I thought you guys would be done with that book already. Yeah, we were, we are fine, but we're done with the book. We were done last night. It was man. Anyway, um, there's a new game coming in September, and it's called Aniimo. It is so. We're gonna go back to the conversation where we had on the show, which was Power World. When we first talked about Power World, we were talking about why I finally decided to play it. The whole Pokemon comparison, Nintendo lawsuit against Pocket Pair, and whether Power World was actually doing something different than Pokemon. Well, now you got another game entering the conversation, Animo, and you got and like it like what is this? So I searched it up. Um, Animo's upcoming free-to-play open-world creature collecting action RPG from Popprint Interactive Entertainment, or Pi. The game takes place in a world called Idle, where you'll encounter creatures called Aniimo, and yes, you collect them, you battle with them, you explore with them, but you can also do something called twining, in which is that your relationship with your Aniimo isn't just about having another creature sitting in your party, shitting in your party, wow, sitting in your party. These creatures can actually affect how you experience and explore the world. You can become them, basically. Different Aniimo can provide different abilities and ways to interact with the environment, and the game is being built as a large open world experience with exploration, cities, combat, multiplayer, and social features. It's planned for PlayStation 5, Xbox, PC, iOS, and Android. And it's going to be free to play. So immediately, immediately, like people are like, "What? What do you mean free to play?" Yeah, you don't have to buy it at all. Just download it. You're fine. Um, so just because a game has creatures you collect doesn't automatically make it Pokemon. That's like saying every first person shooter is Call of Duty, every platformer is Mario, every open world game is GTA. Those games created and popularized ideas that other developers build upon. And that's what genres do. They evolve. Animo isn't necessarily trying to be Pokemon, it's asking what else can a creature collecting game be? Uh, so when Power launched, people immediately called it Pokemon with guns, but that doesn't really describe what the game is or was. Now it's like I can actually say it's like yes, or Pokemon is Pokemon Power World is a sandbox game. It's survival, crafting, base building, exploration, multiplayer, resource gathering. Like I done with all those stuff, and I'm just like I can do more. Um, the creatures that you catch can work around your base. They can farm. They can mine. They can generate electricity. They can carry things. They can fight alongside you. They can do transportation. Um, But Animo asked, "What if we did something completely different with it?" And most people answered, "Yeah, I'll play that." Nintendo and Pokemon, uh, obviously in September 2024, Nintendo and Pokemon Company sued Pocket Pair, the developer of Power in Japan, and this is where there's been a misinformation online. Everybody keeps saying, "Yeah, Nintendo lost. Nintendo lost." No, Nintendo has not lost a lawsuit yet. It's still ongoing. Um, there's a lot of stuff going on with that whole lawsuit, and it could go either way. But at this moment, Nintendo is all like, "All right, you can do this, but if we win this case, you have to go." So even though the lawsuit's still ongoing, Power decided, "All right, let's do 1.0, let's do 1.1."
Mm-hmm.
Um, Pocket Bear has changed some Power World mechanics that were evolved in the dispute. Nintendo has narrowed aspects of the Japanese claims. That does not mean Nintendo lost. It means that the patent office has changed the claims, has challenged the claims. Nintendo has the opportunity to respond. The Japanese lawsuit is still ongoing, so the accurate way to describe it is Nintendo has lost the Power lawsuit, but the legal battles encountered some significant bumps. Which brings us back to Aniimo because now game developers are like, um, if this person over here just punched the biggest guy in the yard, the biggest bully, that means we can do it too. That means we get to create our own game that is like Pokemon and, you know, um, do a creature collecting open world action RPG exploration social features. And that's what they're doing. That's what they did. Um, so I went ahead and I pre-ordered the game. You can pre-order it. Because it's free already, but there's a system where it's like if you want to, we can give you this this little Aniimo, this little monster, and like season pass, the battle pass, and for this amount of money. And like I was like, you know what? Let me do it. Let me see what happens if I do it. Let me because I'm gonna come back over here and talk about how what the system was like and everything, right? So yeah, um, will Power World and Animo make Pokemon better? Maybe they can. Um, remember when WWE bought its competition, WCW,
Mm-hmm.
and everything else sucked? The entire everything WWE did sucked for like a little while, up until TNA came around.
Yeah.
That's what Animo is doing to Pokemon at the moment. Um, because they can't be the only freaking company out there, and their
Mm-hmm.
freaking games have sucked throughout the last few years. People have been complaining about it, so now they're you know, let's make this game better. Let's make Pokemon better. They tried doing it with Pokopia, but it's felt like you know, oh shit, Power is doing something over here. Let's copy them. So that's what they're doing. So that's what they did with Pokopia. Um, if they're going to take one thing for Power and put it into Pokemon, what would you choose? Open world exploration, better Pokemon interaction, survival mechanics, base building, or more meaningful environments, or something completely different? I say RPG. I would love that. Um, what else? Did you hear about Batista?
Yeah.
He's officially cast as Kratos. Um, what's his face? Christopher Judge do voice of
Mm-hmm.
Kratos. God of War is like telling the writers to, like it's a video game. Like make it just like the video game. Don't do anything stupid. Or you guys could have waited until he was healed and freaking run with it. But no, they're like, no, we want them to do the show now. So Batista has to like bulk up again and shit. And
Dang.
people online already talking shit, saying like, yeah, he's gonna go back on the roids. So I was like,
Ha.
oh damn, sucks. Uh,
You know they gonna
different.
talk shit anyway. Shit.
Yeah, they will eventually. Fuck it, I don't care. Different world. What'd you think of it?
I don't know, man. Like I'm so sick of them when they do these black reboots and then they make this shit into a drama. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna watch it just to see what's up. But
Yeah.
I hope I don't give up on it like I gave up on that Bear Lara. I got
Oh,
I got so tired of Bear Lara, I just gave up and just said the hell with it.
when you
Shit
stop
is,
watching Bel Air?
huh?
When you stop
After like
watching
the
Bel Air?
second season,
After second season?
yeah.
I stopped watching during second season. When the episode where I think it was Ashley who said something about the triangle.
Uh huh.
That, and I'm just like, isn't that what what's her face? What's his face? Will Smith and Jada Pinkett and whatever the guy's name was, August, was going through.
Yeah.
And then that happened immediately after the whole slap to Chris Rock.
Mm-hmm.
So the slap with Chris Rock happened over the weekend. This episode aired on Monday, and then we see what's his face Wayans in there as Chris, as his father, and I'm just
Right.
like, slap him, slap him, Will, slap him. It's like, it's so like, yeah, you know what? Same during the second season. Yeah, it's like, you know what? Yeah, I'm done. I'm not gonna watch the rest of it. It was fine. It's just like Carlton is a drug dealer, a drug addict. Um, yeah, it was so totally different, and I'm just like, okay, no, we're good. I'll watch something else, or I'll just wait until it just everything finishes and I can just binge on it. But I totally forgot about it,
I have
and
a
I know it's
feeling, and I have a feeling that's how this different world gonna be.
right, right to be more edgier than what it used to be.
Yeah.
Um, because what made it like the heart of it was the audience being there, everybody being there, and
Mm-hmm.
then now he took that away, and I was like waiting for it to happen, and then like when I saw the trailer, I was like, "Where's the laugh track? What the hell is this?"
Mm-hmm.
Like, whatever. Well, like obviously we're all gonna watch it. Um, Leanna says same during the second season. Amanda says I only watched a couple episodes and didn't like it. Yeah, this was like not for us, not for our generation. Just a new Gen X thing. And I was getting tired of fucking Will calling everything the John, that John, that John, and I'm just like, all right, dude, we get you're from Philly, and I'm looking around like, hey, hand me that John. Like, but it wasn't gonna happen where everybody was gonna call something the John, you know. Columbia House is shutting down, brother,
Yeah, good. Cost us all the money.
and that's exactly what I heard everybody say. Like, I made a couple aliases. The company that famously convinced an entire generation that getting 12 CDs for a penny was a completely reasonable financial decision is finally shutting down. After 71 years, Columbia House says it will stop accepting new orders after September 15th. Guys still have time. Go out there and buy stuff. After after September 15th, 2026, customers can still purchase books using credits or credit card, but traditional Columbia House operations coming to an end. And but this deserves a proper goodbye.
Right.
Let's go all the way back. Columbia House didn't start as the Columbia House we remember. It began in 1955 as the Columbia Record Club, created by Columbia Records as a way to sell music directly to consumers through the mail. And the idea was pretty revolutionary for the time. If you lived somewhere that didn't have easy access to a record store, you could order music through the mail and have it delivered right to your house. Huh, who'd have thought? Netflix. If you lived somewhere that didn't have easy access to a record store, you could order music through the mail and have it delivered right to your house. By the end of its first year, the club had already more than 125,000 members. I gotta go back to been there, done that. Jesus, what press forgot to press record. I gotta go back to Mena's comment earlier about Columbia House. She's all like, "Columbia House is just now closing down." I'm like, "Yeah, just now. When did you?" I was like, "When did you think they were closed down?" 2010. Like, holy shit.
You ain't never heard. You ain't heard nobody really fucking with it like that no more. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It was like she stopped getting the flyers. We stopped getting
Yeah.
stuff in the mail. I figured like, oh, you're still around? Okay. All right then. Uh by 96th Street was responsible for roughly 10% of the recorded music retail market. Eventually the company expanded beyond records, vinyl, 8-track, cassettes, CDs, and eventually VHS, DVDs, and Blu-rays. By the 1970s, the name Columbia House had become the umbrella brand we remember. And then came the deal. Now nobody remembers Columbia House because they mailed records. We remember them because of one magical sentence, which was, which was, which was.
What's the deal?
What was the magical sentence? What was the sentence that they hooked you on?
16 CDs for a penny.
12 CDs for a penny.
Whatever,
8,
same thing.
10, 11, 16. I'm like, damn. Depending on which ad you got. And as a kid, you're looking at the ad thinking, wait, you're telling me I can get all of these for just a penny? You start circling albums like you're building the greatest music collection known to mankind. Metallica, Nirvana, Prince, Tupac, Boys to Men, The Offspring, Mariah Carey, Garth Brooks, fucking Milli Vanilli because you believed in that shit. I don't know what this cost, but future me can deal with it. And that's where Columbia House had you because the
Mm.
albums weren't really free. The business model relied heavily on something called negative option billing. Yep, 12 for a penny. Basically, you agreed to buy a certain number of additional albums at regular club prices over a period of time. And depending on the version of the program, Columbia House could send you a featured selection unless you specifically told them you didn't want it. So you get that little catalog in the mail, and somewhere inside was basically, congratulations, here's the album you didn't ask for.
Right.
The catch was those. Well, the catch was that those regular club prices could be considerably higher than what you'd pay at a traditional record store, and that created one of the greatest teenage negotiations of all time. Mom, can you send this back? Why? Because I accidentally ordered 6 CDs. How much? For a penny? I was like, okay. Here's the real bill. Holy shit!
Oh, yeah, yeah. They did that to me on some DVDs.
For some DVDs, what kind of? What? How many were they?
Like let's see if I remember what I ordered. I ordered like the Back to the Future trilogy on DVD, Godfather 1 and 2, a whole bunch of other shit. Then a couple weeks later, goddamn me, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory come in the mail in a box. I said, I ain't ordered this bullshit. I ain't sending back either. I said, well, I'm keeping this bit and I
I'm
ain't gonna
keep,
pay nothing.
I'm keeping this shit,
And that's how I owe them money.
and that's how you owe the money. That's
Yeah.
fucking great. It goes back to if the deal's too good to be true, it's probably a scam.
Yeah.
Um, According to countless stories from former customers, teenagers figured out something very quickly. If the company would give you the introductory deal for joining, why not join again and again and again and again? Mena says, even now, Greg, even now, you still do this? Why
Yeah,
not?
yeah.
Like, you have different aliases. People have
Shit,
told stories about.
I
Go ahead.
still I do it tonight and just see if this
He
shit still work.
he has until the 12th, September 12th. It's over. People have told stories about signing up under different names, variations of their names, family member names, or the other assumed identities to try to get another introductory shipment. That's probably what he's doing. You probably owe money to them. Yeah, all we all owe money. My mom
Yeah.
owes money. I didn't. I was like, "What are you doing, mom?" It's like 12 CDs for a penny. Oh, okay. Some
Shit, I
people
know
also believe
shit, I know my mama, Lord rest her soul, I know she still owe money to Time Life.
here and now.
That's the album. That damn Soul Ballad album. Shit. Shit.
Oh shit.
I'm getting this shit tomorrow. I said, I bet you will.
I bet you will. Oh, I all I remember is getting a fucking 12 fucking at least 15 salsa merengue CDs from, and I'm just like looking at my mom's like, did you order like all these over here? She's like, yeah. And then she used those for the fucking cleaning. And I'm
Dang.
just like, oh yeah, Colombia, great, fucking hell.
So she used to watch that little cause they used to run the infomercial every night around 9:30. She'll watch this shit like it's a damn concert. You're like, I'm getting that shit. I said, damn, just for one Luther Vandross song? Why don't you just buy the album? Shut up. I like that shit. I'm like,
No,
dang.
I just want one song only, and the rest of them are like
I still
everybody else.
remember. I still remember this shit. It'll be play that little here and now, and then they'll jump into that Freddie Jackson. You are my lady. Oh hell nah.
2 in the morning.
Huh?
2 in the morning. I
Hell
love it.
yeah. And that
Uh,
classic rock album. I remember that commercial for that one though.
and then she would burn that song out. Yes.
Yeah,
There are documented accounts of people creating numerous accounts under assumed names specifically to keep receiving introductory offers. There were even extreme cases that went far beyond teenage mischief and became outright fraud. So when we joke about having aliases to get their Columbia House CDs, there's some truth behind the legend. So let's be clear, that's fraud, not a life hack. There's the part. Here's the part that's easy to forget: that this wasn't some little company sending 12 CDs out to someone's garage. Columbia House was enormous. At its peak in the mid 90s, Columbia House claimed around 60 million members with annual revenue reaching approximately $1.4 billion. Um, think about that 16 million people, an entire generation of music fans getting those catalogs in order forms. By 1994, music clubs accounted by roughly 15% of CD sales. Um, for a while, Columbia House wasn't just part of the music business, it was the music business. And then the internet showed up and they were fucked. Um, um, Columbia House was like, "We're bringing the entertainment to your house." Then the internet said, "Cool. What if you just click a button?" Yeah. And then Amazon started changing how people bought physical media. Online
yeah.
retailers gave people enormous selections without having to subscribe to a club. Then came Napster, iTunes, digital downloads, Spotify, YouTube, Netflix, streaming, and suddenly we just stopped looking for the mail. I don't even receive mail anymore. The entire reason Columbia House existed was disappearing. How could you forget about me? And you're gone. Music clubs were becoming a much smaller part of the CD market by the early 2000s. Um, the music operation effectively ended in 2009. You were right, Menace. You were right.
Mm.
When Direct Brands shut down its mail order music business, the Columbia House name continued primarily with DVDs and Blu-rays. The company later went through ownership changes and filed for bankruptcy in 2015. So this past week's announcement isn't really the sudden death of Columbia House we knew. It's more like the final closing in a store that somehow kept the lights on. Hmm, okay then. If you were a little younger, maybe you don't remember Columbia House for music at all. Maybe you remember the DVD club. You'd get movies delivered to your house. Columbia House was competing in a world where Blockbuster, Netflix, and eventually streaming were changing how people watch movies. And just like the music side, the mailbox couldn't compete with the Insta access. So why is Columbia House shutting down now? Um, it isn't really shutting down because of one dramatic event. There's no we lost one final battle against Spotify. It's more like the company has already been dramatically reduced from what it was. The music business disappeared years ago. The DVD business disappeared. Streaming changed the entire entertainment economy, and what's left is essentially the final remnant of a mail order entertainment business model from another era. I'm gonna say that Columbia House is the physical media that we used to have.
Yeah.
Like we don't get mail anymore. We throw it away.
Right.
Like that was our physical media. We have emails, but like if you're if you have a gas bill, if you have a phone bill, you have all these bills, you choose to not get, you know, mail. Instead, you could get it digitally. Oh, okay, cool. Instead of like getting in the mail, it's like, why are you sending me this? I don't want to open it. throw it away, and just look online how much you owe instead of that. Just pay online. When
Mm-hmm.
it used to be where you used to pay your bills through the fucking mail. It's like, all right, I owe this much. I'm gonna send it to them at a fucking credit union. Here's my money. Here you go. Send it out. Okay, thank you. Now it's just instantly right here, right now. I can just do it. So that's part of the reason. Also, it's like we don't want to do that. The company hasn't publicly given us some elaborate final explanation for the closure. The current announcement simply says that it will no longer accept new orders after September 15th, while books remain available. But when you look at the history, it's pretty obvious why this model became unsustainable. Columbia House gave people something that streaming doesn't quite replicate: anticipation. You'd get the catalog, you'd circle the albums, you'd mail the card, then you'd wait and wait. And eventually, there it was, a box sitting on the porch. You'd open it, pull out the CD, look at the artwork, read the booklet, put it into the CD player, and suddenly that album belonged to you. Not a playlist, not a stream, not something sitting behind a subscription. Your CD. Um, we talked about why people still want physical games, physical media, um, go to the movie theaters, grab a book, have it in your hands instead of you listening to the audiobook. Why
Mm-hmm.
collectors still build shelves and binders. Um, by the way, I bought a shelf for my DVD collection, a new shelf because I wanted to put all the DVDs I have, and I wanted to put it in a little shelf. And this way, when I like get into the other room, you'll see that shelf right there next to me, and it's gonna be a bigger shelf. It's gonna like take up the entire thing. So hell yeah. Um, Now we're watching companies move further and further toward digital. So there's something kind of poetic about Columbia House closing its doors in 2026. They're like, all right, we ain't going digital. Peace out. The company that helped build or physical media music collections is finally disappearing in an era where we're increasingly told you don't need to own it, just stream it, just download it, just subscribe, just rent it. If the license disappears, well, you know what that is. That, you know, we all know.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. The license disappears. Goodbye. Delete. Delete it from
Yeah.
your library.
It's like, I mean, look at all this shit I got on my digital collection. I don't own none of this shit though. That's like I'm renting that shit.
Right. And I'd
You
rather
know,
own it.
I spent all that goddamn money. I spent all that goddamn money building up that collection. And I don't own this shit. That shit made me mad in the motherfucker.
I remember when I used to go to a friend's house and he had like a fucking video collection from A to Z of all these DVDs and all this stuff. And I'm just like, that's so cool. And that's it's cool at the time. And then I'm like, I got Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I'm
it's like
thinking at the time though. You know what I'm saying?
we weren't thinking that like, hey, these movies, uh, now leaving. Also, by the way, fucking Netflix. It was still some shitty ass shit that Netflix just did.
What's up?
Hayden Panettiere just passed away.
Right.
Our cheerleader. For those of you
Yeah.
that know Heroes, our cheerleader,
Claire Bennett.
cheerleader saved the world. I had the
Claire
freaking
Bennett. Claire Bennett. Recipe.
yeah. Um, so I look on it today, and I'm looking at all the shows that are leaving, and I'm just like, one of them was Nashville. I'm like, motherfuckers,
What's so crazy? I turned on Netflix today, and that was the first thing that popped up.
Nashville
Yeah.
leaving soon. I'm like, really?
Y'all ain't they ain't shit
Hayden,
for that. They out of pocket for that shit, man.
fucking hell. I'm like, damn, dude, you couldn't like just wait a few weeks, wait a month at least, and like leaving soon.
And I looked what's so crazy, I looked on Fandango and Fandango at home and it said Nashville on sale. Get this deal.
Right?
That shit said complete series, $70. I said, that ain't no fucking deal. The fuck y'all talking about?
Oh shit. All right, so everybody, I want to ask you guys: were you ever a Columbia House member? Were you? I know you were, right?
Hell yeah.
Did you? actually follow the rules? Did you get your CDs, buy the required albums, or remain a model citizen? Or
Yeah, yeah.
one of those people who had Steve Smith, Steven Smith, S. Smith, Stephanie Smith, and somehow all four of them lived in the same house? My mom, she went from her name, her maiden name, her married name, the name my grandma wanted to name her, her my grandmother's name, my
Damn.
grandfather's name, and I'm just like, what the hell? Yes, I was a member and I followed the rules. Good job, Menace.
I
Leanna says
wish I
I
would
never
have thought of that shit. God,
What was,
God.
what was the first album you got from Columbia House?
Huh?
What was the first album you got from Columbia House?
What happened? Uh, Chronic, the Chronic.
The Chronic. Fucking Dr. Dre.
Hell yeah.
I love
I
it.
said, I gotta have this motherfucker album. I don't give a shit. I said, shit.
Um, Anybody else? Leanna, Menace, Jane.
You know damn well Jane ain't had no Columbia House no no way.
Oh yeah, I know, right? I just wanted to keep her
Uh,
in the topic. I just wanted to keep her in this conversation because I figured like, um, Jane, what was your Columbia House over there? Did you ever have like flyers coming to your
Hey,
house saying like,
hell
"Hey,
no.
order this"? Menace says she got Mary J. Blige. A nice.
Bet she did.
uh, and everybody else listening, did you get CDs, cassettes, records, VHS tapes, DVDs? Can tell you probably Paula Abdul. Leanna says Paula Abdul.
I had
What was
it.
the most ridiculous thing you ever ordered because you saw that 12 for a penny deal? Um,
What's this shit I ordered though?
Damn right, Greg. Ain't no Columbia House here. Nope, there's no Columbia's house over there.
I know.
They
Shit.
they know better over there, obviously. And they're like,
They ain't finna find that shit over there. They hell no. Y'all got me fucked up.
America, you're getting scammed. What the fuck? Um, I don't think we're really saying goodbye to Columbia House. We're saying goodbye to the version of ourselves that used to sit at the kitchen table, flip through a catalog, circle 12 CDs, mail a little piece of paper, and then spend the next 2 weeks wondering when the box was going to show up. Hey, that feels like, ordering books at school and forgetting all about it, and then 2 fucking months later, here's the book you ordered. I was like, what? I don't
Hell
remember
yeah.
this shit. I don't remember this
I'm
shit.
on the days. Hell yeah.
What did I order? Like, why did I order this? Like, I wanted to read it at the time. Now I'm just like, huh, okay. Um, Before Amazon, before iTunes, before Spotify, before YouTube, there was a mailbox. Don't act like you don't know how that works. And somewhere in that mailbox was probably a Columbia House catalog, and somewhere in that catalog was a deal that's absolutely too good to be true. Columbia House, thanks for all the music. Appreciate it.
Hell yeah. Thank you. And I still got my copy of Back to the Future.
It feels like getting my Amazon package now. Exactly. Jane asked, "You guys order books at school?" Yeah, we
Yeah. They gave us a book. They gave us a little book, and they
Scholastic.
had Scholastic, and they had the titles of the books in there. You just mark the bitch on it, fill the shit out, which one you want, and they'll come in about a month. Then you forget about the shit. You go in class, your shit be on your desk. Greg, your books came. What book?
What book?
Goddamn, goddamn Star Wars. I never forget I ordered a Star Wars encyclopedia.
I
Bad
or-
motherfucker.
I ordered some book, and I'm like trying to figure out why I ordered this book, and everybody's all like, "What you order?" I was like, "I don't fucking this. I don't know." It's like I get the sticker books pretty much, and I was
Then
like,
they scrapped it. Then they scrapped the order and shit. Then they just fuck around and start having a book fair at the school.
"Yeah, right." Oh
And
my
that
god.
shit, the book be marked up high in the bit. Book be $30. I'm like, damn.
Like I'd wait all like every month they'd give you a new one and shit. This is middle school. By the time we hit high school, I'm like, oh, so we don't get one? Like we don't get one in high school? What? Scholastic? Dude, that is for middle school and elementary. I was like, oh,
Yeah, they showed. Yeah, you're
you
right.
have a
They did. They cut that shit out in high school. Hell yeah.
you have a library. Go look at the library. Oh, fuck these books. I want the books that are in there. They're much fucking awesome, much fucking cooler.
Then that's how I fucked up though. I fucked around and got a motherfucking Goosebump book out the library. Didn't take that bitch back for 3 years. The motherfucker told me I had to pay for that book or I wasn't gonna graduate.
What?
Yeah,
You can't graduate.
$17. Oh man, the motherfucker.
The
Oh, he got
fuck?
$17. Shit, fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
That shit.
Um, we're just talking about Amazon right now. Did you get a $51 in on your PayPal?
Hell no.
No. Um.
I better
Okay.
check my shit.
So yeah, go check it, cause dude, I'm trying to look for it over here. I know I have it, but I I was gonna talk about it because I did. I got fucking $51 in the mail and shit in the PayPal.
That's crazy, motherfucker.
Um.
If I get that $51, I'm buying me some coffee.
So why did Amazon just give me $51? Um. This was the result of one of the biggest consumer settlements of the Federal Trade Commission has ever reached.
Mm.
Um, so here's what happened. In September of 2025, the Federal Trade Commission announced a $2.5 billion settlement with Amazon over allegations that the company enrolled millions of consumers in Prime without their consent and made it unnecessarily difficult for people to cancel. And that $2.5 billion breaks down in two very different piles of money. $1 billion goes to the government as a civil penalty, $1.5 billion goes back to consumers. The FCC said the case involved an estimated 35 million consumers who were affected by unwanted Prime enrollment or problems canceling. So, what was Amazon accused of doing? The FTC accused Amazon of using what regulators call deceptive manipulative interface designs to get people enrolled in Prime. Basically, you go to Amazon, you're trying to buy something, you see get free 2 day shipping, and you're clicking through the
Mhm.
checkout process. The FTC alleged that Amazon designed parts of that experience in ways that encouraged people to sign up for Prime without fully understanding that they were starting a paid subscription. Happened to me. And then came the other half of the complaint.
That's fucked up.
I'm like, wait, what? And I was like looking at my fucking like, why is my money missing? What the hell?
Damn.
I didn't
That's
call. I
fucked
didn't
up.
want this. I So I started canceling. The FTC alleged that Amazon made the cancellation process unnecessarily complicated and used design tactics intended to discourage people from actually finishing the cancellation. In other words, signing up was easy, getting out was the adventure. It was the "Are you sure?" Um, you click cancel membership. Are you sure? Yes, but you lose your free shipping. Yes, but you'll lose Prime Video. Yes, but what about Prime Music? Yes. Would you like to reconsider? No. Please just cancel the thing. And it just went on like that. It feels like when Netflix is asking, "Are you still watching?" Yes,
Mm-hmm.
motherfucker, go away. What are you doing?
The motherfucker got me though. I I they said you get a free 7 day trial. I said, cool. I clicked
Hey,
that bitch. That bitch said 14.99 on my bank statement. I was mad in the motherfucker. Oh like, shit.
oh shit.
They'll get you though. They'll get you though. They always got a loophole on some shit though.
So this is where your $51 come in. Eligible consumers could receive a reimbursement for Prime membership fees with payments capped at $51 per person. There were
Mm.
two basic paths. Some eligible customers received automatic payments. Others received a notice telling them they needed to submit a claim. Amazon began sending those claim notices in January 2026, which is exactly what the FTC announced at the beginning of the year. The claim deadline was July 27, 2026. And now we're seeing some of those claim payments actually arrive, which came out this past week. And I'm just like, did y'all get this? I asked everybody, like, did you get this?
I
No?
ain't getting
Okay.
shit.
And I'm thinking it's
I'm
a
finna
scam.
look. I'm
It's a
finna look.
scam. There's no way I'm getting $51 in the mail. There's no way. And then I look at my PayPal and I'm just like, I'm not putting this in my bank right now. I'm gonna wait. Because if this motherfucker just like trying to hack you through your PayPal,
Right.
I'm just
That's
like,
true.
yeah,
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
I'm good. This isn't one of those congratulations you won $51. Click this totally legitimate link and enter your bank information. The FTC specifically warns consumers about scammers pretending to be involved with the Amazon refund. The FTC says it will not call you demanding money, and nobody should ask you to pay money to receive your Amazon refund. Payments can come through PayPal, Venmo, or mail check, depending on what the recipient selected. And if you receive an electronic payment, you may have to accept it before you actually get the money. So why did I get $51? Amazon FTC decided I needed a little spending money. But seriously, getting the full $51 doesn't necessarily mean Amazon decided this guy deserves exactly $51. Um, eligible customers generally have to have been enrolled in Prime during the relevant period and meet criteria relating to how they enrolled and how they use Prime. The settlement covers the period from June 23, 2019 through June 23, 2025. Yeah, I was there. You
That
have to
shit.
figure out. Yeah.
That shit reminds me of when I came home one day and that goddamn Fire TV was on my porch.
What the?
And yeah, 43-inch S class Fire TV, 4K. I called Amazon. I said, "Hey man, I ain't order no goddamn TV." They said, sir, I think somebody sent you this TV." And it was a note, but the note was like chopped in half though. And this has been a mystery for years for me. Like I said, what the fuck did this TV come? I still got the motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. I like shit, but it's some crazy shit. Yeah, that TV I see on them video, that TV I see on them Snapchats and shit. I ain't pay for that TV. It just popped up one day. I don't know if somebody sent it to me, but it
Oh,
wasn't on my wish list or nothing. So I don't know how it got here. You know what I'm saying? So it's
mhm.
crazy. And my name was on the box, which is another reason that's crazy. Like, it's insane. So it's no telling.
Right. Wow, that's crazy, Greg.
Yeah,
I miss
yeah.
you.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, so in closing, for years Amazon made it incredibly easy for us to buy things. Now, after a 2.5 billion FTC settlement, they're making it possible for some of us to get a little bit of that money back. So if you got your $51, congratulations. You didn't win the lottery. You didn't get a random Amazon gift. You got a piece of $1.5 billion consumer refund pool created as part of the FTC settlement with Amazon. And then when I read the thing, uh, as the result of Trump Vance FTC's historic $2.5 billion settlement, Amazon began sending claim notices to eligible Prime customers in January 2026. I'm like, is he trying to send me money again? So from the 2020 again, you know? And I'm just like, this time I'm not gonna spend it all in one place like I did the other one.
Hell yeah. I pissed that money off bad in a bit. God damn.
I'm like, stay away from TikTok. Stay away from TikTok. Nope. Oh man. All right. You ready for the pod decks?
Yeah.
Pod deck ultimate love song. Some songs don't just remind you of love; they feel like love. The lyrics, the melody, the memories. The one song that still gives you butterflies every time it comes on. And before you know it, you're singing everywhere at the top of your lungs. There are thousands of love songs out there, but we're asking you to pick just one. What is the ultimate love song? The one you could never get tired of hearing. The one that instantly takes you back to a special person, a special moment, or simply makes you believe in love. Tell us your pick in the comments. One night, we were just hanging out in the chat, fucking 3 a.m. That's where all of the ideas come out at that moment. Jane comes in and she's all like, "What's your ultimate love song?" I'm like, there's so many. And then as Jane was like, you know, telling me this. And I was like, that should be the next question, huh? And we did it. There it is. Um, Obviously, it's been a rough month because I didn't do any videos. I'm just doing. It was morning for Jane. It was 3 a.m. for me. Uh, I didn't do any. I haven't done any videos, and it's. I don't know. It's just been busy.
You ain't
So
missing shit. You ain't missing nothing.
I'm
It's
not
dead.
missing it. So we're just throwing it in there. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I'm just doing the on this day stuff, and it's been fun. Like hell yeah. There's some I don't want to see anymore, obviously.
Finally, he said it before I did. Damn. I saw a video of that food the other day. I almost threw up. Couldn't believe I did that shit.
Right? And I was
Fucking
just
hell.
like, is that who I think it was you were talking about?
That's the video. Yeah, that was directed at that heifer.
I was just like, hello. Like, yeah, I know who you're talking
It's
about.
on site. It's
It's
on
on
site
site.
forever.
It's on site. Okay.
Forever. Ugly.
Forever petty as hell.
Ooh, Lord. Maybe sick to my stomach, man. Ugh. Oh, God. Let me shut up. Oh, my God.
Oh yeah, I need to stop too. All right.
Who said that?
Me. I
Oh,
need to stop too.
all right.
All right. So Nyx said Unchained Melody ever since Ghost came out. Fucking hell.
I
Hell
saw
yeah.
that comment the other day. Yeah.
Leanna says I'll never stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't ever stop. It's all
She
good.
said,
I can't. This man.
oh, shit.
Oh shit, my knees. All right. Unchained Melody ever since Ghost
Hold
came
on,
out.
hold on.
Yeah.
Not to put Leanna out there. She the one that sent me that damn sound.
Wow.
I done did it before, but I said I'm gonna do this shit again just because. It is what it is. Shit.
Jane says only video that popped up with them is the first duet, and I know which is what the first duet is.
Mm.
And there's there's doing a duet because you love the person, because you fucking you're friends with the person, and then there's doing the duet because
Hmm.
you know um if you like this person likes you back, I guess I'll have to duet you too. I don't fucking forced duet basically. That's what they were doing
Hell yeah.
at the
Hell
time because
yeah.
I
Hell
know
yeah.
them. I
Hell
know
yeah.
them. I
Hell
knew
yeah.
I knew how they worked, and I was just
No
like,
lie,
why are
no
you guys
lies
doing this?
told. No lies being told. You're exactly
No
right.
one's been told, of course.
Hmm.
Forced duet because whatever. Um, as soon as Jane came onto the scene, fucking panic mode was hit. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
That's some
And
whole
said
ass
it's been a
shit.
I said it's been a while. Here you go.
That shit just made me mad all over again. Hell no.
And I'm just like, nah, I'll duetting Jane because I wanted to. She duetted me, and I was just like, of course. Why is she duetting you? Bitch, I don't fucking know.
Said,
She's in
bitch,
the
I don't
building
fucking.
too. Bitch, I don't fucking know.
Oh my god! You know how long I waited to hear those words come out your mouth? Oh my god! Oh god! Bitch, I don't fucking know. How's he a good dude? He duet somebody. Shit. World don't revolve around your big horse face ass. Damn, a damn nerd.
The nerve.
Throw that heifer down a hill.
Oh my god. All right. Okay,
Set
we're
that bitch
back.
on fire.
If any, yeah, I know that. Okay. All right,
Chill
we're
out.
back.
Let me
We're
chill
back.
out.
We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. Next, we love Unchained Melody around here, of course. Ghost, like
Most
ghosting,
definitely.
ghosting and Unchained Melody. They have to go together. Celeste 47 says, "Babyface. Every time I close my eyes." Yes. Menace says, "Breathless" by Shane Ward. Mortica 38 says, "Love Song" by The Cure. Beautiful, sweet, and spicy. Liana? No, I don't know who that is. Still the One by Shania Twain. Oh, that's what's her face? Alyssa Marie, Monica, Angel of Mine. Leanna.
Mm.
Is that Elena? Okay. Leanna says, "Bag of One" by Brian McKnight. Gets me in the fields every time. Hmm. Gonna do a video of Bag of One again. Okay. Press Start Trey says, "Casanova" by Gerald Levert. TT.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. TT says, "Love is" by Vanessa Williams and Brian McKnight. And then we have Jane. And we just said this too earlier. And as soon as she said it, as soon as I start reading it, it just reminded me of all that stuff. And I was like, "Here and Now" by Luther Vandross, Columbia House, and all this other shit. It was like fucking 3 a.m. Here we go. Here and now.
Yeah, I promise to love you.
Um, we also sing on this podcast, obviously. Though I Was Made for Loving You by Kiss is also right up there as one of my top ultimate love songs,
Mm.
of course. And obviously, mine was uh, "Always Be My Baby" by fucking Mariah Carey. Always is gonna be that one part of where I'm just like, I hate this song, but at the same time, there's a reason I love this song, and that was it. It was like, I know it was dedicated to a girl. The girl dedicated to me. This is like 1990s, obviously. Not now. Not now.
Mm.
Like every time someone played it, I'm just like, nope. And then I ended up doing the song anyway, so it was fine. I'm also thinking about doing all these songs that are on here and like doing a video and um, video reaction, video reply to all of them with the song. So
Yeah,
you know,
you'll knock it out. You'll knock it out the park,
yeah,
homeboy.
yeah, of course.
Hell yeah.
It's like, oh, cool, I get to do these. Awesome, great. I would love to do these. Um, so yeah, what is yours? Did you say it last week? I think you said it.
Okay, let's see. All the Things by Joe. Uh, Water Runs Dry, Boys to Men. Uh,
Yeah.
uh,
Basically, the '90s too.
Only One Night, Luther Vandross.
There you go. Gotta have Luther Vandross in there.
Superstar, Luther Vandross.
Oh,
In
more
memory of my
Luther
mother.
Vandross.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And that's it for me.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah. I can't think of no other one.
My brain wouldn't work. My song is the only one I could think of. Are we mentioning more than one? If you want to, Jane, go for it. I mean, you did mention more than one.
Yeah, keep going, shit.
Keep going. Like ultimate love song, I guess it's like more than one. It's like you know how the rules
Hell
work.
yeah.
You know how the rules work around here. We say top five. Everybody comes in with top 10. You know, like October, London, Back to Your Place. Hmm.
Hell yeah. That's jam.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Hell yeah. That's
October,
what's up.
London. All right. what's it called? I'm gonna say you mentioned Boys to Men already. I'm gonna say
Mm,
Shy with Baby I'm Yours. And all the '90s
yeah.
songs. That was the ultimate. That was peak night R&B, 1993. All for One, I swear. Exactly. That was peak right
Boy,
there.
that's it. Boy, them
Every
boy
single
has boy so many cuts in '93 is ridiculous. Like, damn.
like like I was at my fucking peakest with the flirting back in '93, '94 at around that time, and I'm just like, and it's all because of the song. Yeah, Boys to Men, Michael McRae taught me how to be all romantic and shit. Baby, I know about it. I just didn't care. Come back to me, girl. Come back. Fucking Wanye Morris says like, I'm down on my knees, begging you, please come on. Fucking Freak told, not Freak, Silk told me to be a freak and shit. Fucking H Town's all like knocking boots. What's up? Those were the times. I'm just like, hell yeah. These are the songs that I fucking would dedicate to the girls. Like, hey, you ever heard of this song? What's up? Knock the boots. Hell yeah. These Arms of Mine by Otis Redding.
Who said that?
Jane.
Mm.
Jane's coming out with the classics. She's all like, I ain't from around there, but these songs are from around here.
Yeah, yeah, that's what's up, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, okay, so we're gonna do something new. Of course, me is from Dirty Dancing. Of course, it's you. It's you. You love Dirty Dancing. Of course, yeah, we know that. Your favorite movie.
She like the way.
She's like,
I
told you
ain't
we stayed
realized
around
all
here.
that fool singing that shit though. Till a couple years ago, I was shocked like a motherfucker. I said, when this motherfucker start singing? May he rest in peace.
Right? Yeah, it's like
I thought somebody else singing that song. I was like, what the fuck?
I was like, oh,
Oh,
I
Swayze
was
was a fool with it though. Mm, mm, mm.
all right. We're gonna try something a little different before we end the podcast. We're going back to 1996. Greg, it's Friday night. You got the weekend ahead of you. Maybe you're hanging out with friends. Maybe your parents gave you the responsibility of picking the movies. Maybe you're trying to impress somebody. Maybe you're just trying to find something scary enough to keep everybody awake until midnight. So you head to your local video rental store. We can't say Blockbuster because Jane doesn't have one. So you walk through the doors, you pass the candy, you pass the video games, and then you see the new releases. So this is where we're going to play a new game called Friday Night at the Video Store. We're going to give you the movies that actually hit the video stores during a specific month of the year. You got 3 new releases, then you got 2 movies from the older shelves. That's 5 movies. That's your weekend. The question is, what are you renting? Here are the movies from August of 1996, and I'm gonna go back a week earlier because like the shelves are up there for like at least a few weeks
Mhm.
before they go into the medium pile. Um, so July, I want to say July 23. Uh, from July 23, Two Bits, The City of Lost Children, 12 Monkeys,
Mm.
Unforgettable. July 30th, Homeward Bound 2, Lost in San Francisco. The Incredible Journey, City Hall, Diabolique. August 6th, The Juror, Black Sheep, Ed, Smoking the Bandit 2, VHS. Big Bully, Executive Decision, Down Periscope, The Adventures of Robin Hood, Courage of Lassie, Clash of the Titans. Those 3 are for part of the MGMUA Family Treasures collection. August 13th, we got White Squall, From Dusk Till Dawn, The Trouble with Angels, Care Bears Movie 2, A New Generation, Running Wild. August 20th, you got Mr. Wrong, The Substitute, Barbed Wire with Pamela Anderson. 45th anniversary edition release of Alice in Wonderland. August 27th, Mary Riley, Faithful, and that's it. Which ones are you ordering? Which ones are you renting?
Homebound 2,
Okay,
Dust Till Dawn,
okay.
and 12 Monkeys.
12 Monkeys. Now, two movies from the old pile. And we don't get DVDs until November of that year.
Okay, so it could be any year.
Yeah,
Okay, Back to the Future,
yes.
and I'm gonna go with Bad Boys.
Bad Boys. Fucking hell yeah. I'm going to go with Barbed Wire
Mm,
because I really wanted to go watch that movie, but I couldn't,
shit,
obviously.
me too.
From Dusk Till from Dusk Till Dawn, because I heard I heard about Salma Hayek basically,
Hell yeah, me too.
and 12 Monkeys.
Hmm.
Maybe I'll go back a week earlier. Happy Gilmore,
Mm,
and then the two movies from the old pile, The Sandlot
mm.
and freaking 93. What else? What else did I want to watch? Goofy movie.
Dang, you got some gems on that motherfucker
Might as
list.
well. Because I know I had it, but let's watch it again. So yeah, those are my favorites. We're gonna be doing this. We have our stuff now. So it's like we have our top five stuff. We have this or that. We have remember when. We have the time capsule, and now we have Friday night at the video store. So we're gonna be alternating these for the next few weeks. So hopefully, you guys like it. Um, Before we head out, Gamescom is next week, August 26th to the 30th. Gamescom is a trade fair for video games held annually at the Cologne in Cologne, Germany. It is the world's largest game event with 370,000 visitors and 1,037 exhibitors from 56 countries attending the event in 2018. The event is used by many video game developers to exhibit upcoming games and game-related hardware. Gamescom Opening Night Live (ONL) show takes place every year on the evening before the opening. The show presents the latest trailers and announcements from the international games and industry, and is hosted by we all know who this is, Jeff Keighley. Obviously, he does the end of the year fucking video game awards. So yeah, like you're definitely gonna be watching all this stuff. Alongside the public areas, there are also closed areas for professional visitors such as publishers, journalists, and developers. Shortly before Gamescom, the Associated Conference DevCon takes place in the same area and specifically for the game development sector. There's so many games that are coming out. Probably gonna see more Wolverine stuff. Um, I heard the Blade game was scrapped. Fucking
Man, that's fucked up.
yeah, and so did the Captain America Hydra, whatever that was. Captain America
Out
Black
of
Panther.
Black Panther.
Yeah.
Damn, it's
So
a fuck.
so if they make an appearance there, like or no, it didn't get scrapped. It was like all right, we're gonna do it next year, and then it got like November of next year, and then it got um 2028. So we're gonna hear more about it, I guess.
That's
But
crazy.
this whole thing feels like a WrestleMania thing. I went to the website and it feels like a the 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 WrestleMania convention that's out there because you have a
Mm.
whole bunch of stuff, you have autographs, you have all the shit, and I'm just like, all right, cool. So obviously it's gonna be on YouTube. I'm gonna be watching it, and then next Saturday we'll do the episode. It got delayed. Yeah, it got delayed. For another fucking year, I guess. So we're gonna do more. For next week, we're gonna do. We're gonna. I'm gonna uh, recap everything that happened on Gamescom. So now that we know Gamescom is at the very end of August, is another thing that I can't wait to do, as well as fucking San Diego Comic Con, WizardCon, fucking all these conventions, and it's almost the end of August, and I love that. It's like the last convention of the year, right before we hit what's it called, the Game Awards in December. So yeah, all right. I think that's it. That's all. Anything else you guys that came up that we haven't talked about? Perhaps I don't know. I can't wait to play Animo. Power World's still going on. When the Different World episode airs, we're gonna watch it and stuff. So it's gonna be fun. Um, that's it, man. You ready to head out?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And just like that, the back to school episode has officially come to an end. We talked about the shows that made school feel like a little more interesting. Oh fucking hell! What's your favorite show? Back to school show.
Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell. Hell yeah. Boy Meets World. Obviously. Saved by the Bell. Freaking Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Recess. And I know it's fucking Recess. It's like elementary school, but whatever. You know what? It was a fun show to watch on Saturdays. But it's fun. Um, the college years. College years was fine. Anybody else? No. All right, let's head out. And just like that, the back to school episode has officially come to an end. We talked about the shows that made school feel a little more interesting. We talked about love songs. We talked about Different World, Dungeon Crawler Carl, Aniimo, and all the other little pieces of nostalgia and pop culture that somehow keep finding their way onto this porch. And just because summer is winding down doesn't mean we're slowing down. Gamescom is next week, and you already know what that means. More games, more trailers, more announcements. More things we're going to be putting on the list of stuff we absolutely need to talk about. But we'll be right back here on next Saturday to catch up on everything that happened during the week. More Power World, more Pokemon, more Aniimo, more gaming news, more nostalgia, more stories from the community, and probably a few things nobody saw coming. All right, before we really go, take a breath with me. Let the weekend settle. Let the school supplies stay in the back for just a little longer. Let summer have one more moment. And remember, you don't have to know exactly where you're going to keep moving forward. There's a line from Pokemon that has always felt bigger than the game itself. It's not about being the best, it's about becoming better than you were yesterday. So here's your affirmation for the week. I am still growing. I am still learning. I don't have to compare my journey to someone else's. Every step forward counts, even the small ones. Maybe you're starting a new school year. Maybe you're starting a new job. Maybe you're trying something you've never done before. Maybe you're just trying to get through another week. Whatever your next level looks like, keep going. We don't need to defeat the final boss tonight. Sometimes you just make it to the next checkpoint. Thank you for spending part of your week here in my third place. Not home, not work, just a place where nostalgia is our soundtrack and community is our vibe. Take care of each other. Take care of yourself. Enjoy these final pieces of summer. And we'll see you right back here next Saturday. What's your favorite ice cream flavor? Yeah, what's your favorite ice cream flavor? That's probably going to be the next time. Because we've asked that every year, and we're going to keep asking that. What's your favorite ice cream flavor? Let us know in the comments. Um, in the meantime, the porch light will be on. There's always another chair. Come hang out with us. And there's always another story waiting to be told. Good night, everybody. Brother, thanks for hanging out with me. Appreciate it. Hope you have a wonderful night. Everybody, have a great night. Thanks for hanging out with me, brother. Appreciate it.
Love, bro.
All right, man. Take care. See you guys later. Everybody say bye to Greg.
Peace out, family.